your precinct.
So you want your recording inside?
I can, whatever I can see from public, I can film.
You can go over here and record, but we close this whole area for the couple that you.
I'm standing with a cop. What's your name?
My name is right here. Right.
Your name is not right here. Your mother didn't name you right here. You're not married into the right here family. What's your name?
You're bugging out.
I'm bugging out, but you made contact with me. You didn't want to identify yourself properly. I have a right to be here. I'm not impeding business. I'm not disturbing the peace. I'm exercising my rights peacefully on public property.
We're doing our job.
I'm not committing a crime.
What happens when a citizen, calmly armed with a camera and knowledge of his rights, walks into a public space only to be told that policy trumps the Constitution? In this video, we witness a peaceful confrontation where the First Amendment is challenged not by force, but by misinformation. This isn't just a debate, it's a battle over what it means to be truly free in America.
I'm sorry?
You're not supposed to be able to hear like that. You see the sign right there?
What about it?
You can't be recording inside of there.
Says who?
You see the thing right there? See the sign right there?
Am I inside?
No, but you're over there by the thing. This is a closed area.
It's open.
So you can stand over there.
It's open. See that?
Yeah, but this is... You can't just go over here and go like that. But this here...
Is that a law?
That's our law. This is
Our law or the law? Is this a law?
a closed area. This is a closed area.
Is this a law?
Step behind it. Step behind it.
I can't hear you.
Step behind the barriers. Step behind the barriers.
Can I get a complaint form?
Sorry?
Can I get a complaint form?
Complaints?
Yeah.
Complaints?
CCRB?
CCRB?
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to do CCRB, but
Can you give me the form?
you just can't go over there. You just can't go over here and start recording through the door like that. You can't do that. At first you wanted to see that, correct? And then you changed it over there. You said you wanted to see this.
Is this? I didn't say anything.
Okay, so you first you wanted to see this, now you want to see this.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
This is a setup. Yes,
Didn't you swear to, didn't you take an oath to protect my rights?
Yes, I took
So what's the problem?
I do whatever I have
So
to
what's the
do.
problem?
Okay,
I'm not
you
inside
can't
your
record.
lobby.
You can't record over here. You just can't record over here.
Says
Right? You
who?
can't do this straight there. This is we're conducting. Go on the side. Go on the other side.
This means pass this sign.
No, I'm serving and protecting you.
Pass this sign. Right now I'm still in the train station.
I understand that.
I'm not in your
This is a barrier.
precinct.
It's just a barrier that we can actually.
That's open. This is public. Can I not come and conduct business? If I wasn't recording, can I come in here and conduct business?
You can come
Why?
conduct business and
Why?
just,
Because it's public property, right?
Yes, but you can't.
It's open to the public, right?
Open up, yes.
All right then.
Yes.
Right.
But just do me a favor, stand over there.
I'm waiting for my complaint forms. Can you get them for me, please?
Complaint. What's
CCRB complaint forms.
What is it for?
I just need one.
See, what is it for?
What is the CCRB complaint form for?
First you wanted to record that, so then you come over here, then you bring me out here.
I didn't bring you anything. You chose to come out
I
here.
saw you recording.
And you made a decision to come out here.
Members of the public
This is
are
what?
prohibited from audio or video recording. You can go over there and
Do
record
you know
over
that
there.
there's a state law, city,
I serve
federal
the city.
law?
I serve this country.
No, you should serve
I
the
serve
Constitution.
country. And both
You should
countries.
serve the
I serve this country
Constitution,
as well. I serve this country.
which means the Constitution, right?
I did that.
Which is the highest
Yes.
law of the
I did
land,
that
right?
too.
And what is the highest law of the
Yes,
land?
but we all have
The
to
First
follow-
Amendment,
we all have to
right?
follow
The
correct.
First Amendment, right? There's a state law
understand my-
and a
I
federal
understand
law
my-
that says that we can record you anywhere.
I know that. I know that.
It's called the Right
I
to
know that.
Record Act.
But
You're enforcing a
when I ask
policy
you-
right now. Listen, you're enforcing a policy
When I-
over the
when we ask you-
Constitution.
When we ask you to stand over there.
Let me ask you one
just do
question.
it.
Let me ask you one question. Does this policy supersede the Constitution?
Supersede the Constitution.
Yes.
This is
What's higher, our First Amendment right
First Amendment
or
right,
this
yes,
policy?
correct. But-
So why are you enforcing this policy? I'm not even in your precinct.
But so you want your recording inside?
I can, whatever I can see from public, I can
Yeah,
film.
you can go over here and record, but we close this whole
Yeah.
area for the couple that you.
I'm
asked.
standing with a cop.
Yes, but you asked to come
Right.
record that, so you didn't really care about
Can
that.
you just
Did not
admitted
care
that I
about
can
that.
come in this precinct and conduct business.
He let you in to watch, to look at.
Right, journalism.
No. So you wanted to look at the memorial.
You protect journalism, don't you?
Listen, you went to go see the memorial,
Right,
correct?
right.
To record the memorial.
Right.
Then you switched it up.
And now I'm checking on my government workers, which I
Okay,
have the
you're
First
under
Amendment right to
yes.
do.
But
There's no but.
there's a reason why you came over here.
There's a
and you
few
came
reasons
over
why.
here.
You don't really know why I came.
But you came over here to record.
The first thing I did was
So you really
do
wanted
that.
to come over here to record.
No, I do multiple things at once.
I know, I understand.
I never said my specific purpose. I
You see
came
this
over
all the
here.
time on YouTube.
That's fine.
You see this all the time on YouTube.
What I'm saying is, why are you putting this above the Constitution? I just want to complain for him and I'll be on my way.
We always see this on YouTube all the time. I see this on YouTube all the time.
So why not?
First you wanted to come and see the memorial, then you want to come over here, then you want to do a CCRB.
So why not
complaint.
protect my rights?
I protect everything.
So why are you trying to enforce a policy on me?
Outside, I run to it. I don't walk away from
I can't hear you.
If you're outside and need help, I run to you to need help. Okay, I
Good.
protect. Okay,
Right.
This is what I do. This is what I swore
Right.
to support.
So protect my rights.
Correct. Right. Yes.
So protect my right to record in public. I'm not inside your
But you
precinct.
don't respect what we're putting up. But
What's
you don't
wrong with me?
respect-
What's wrong with me checking on you while you
No,
work?
but
There's no transparency,
We're working. We're all working.
Right.
We're all working.
Right.
That's how I saw you. We're
right?
doing what we have to do, serving and protecting.
And I can watch
there's a
you.
homicide that happened yesterday. Did you realize that?
How am I supposed to know that?
It's in the news.
I don't watch the news. I make the news. I create news.
But there's a homicide that happened in 42 Union Square.
There was.
Yeah.
Did you catch the guy?
No, didn't catch the guy. But crime's everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
Crime's everywhere. Okay.
Right. So it's my duty as an American citizen to check up on my government.
Yeah, I understand that.
Which is what I'm doing.
I fought too
Right,
much for this country.
right.
I
So
was
don't
the
put a
United
policy.
States
So you know policies don't come before laws.
I served this country too.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You should know that the Constitution is the highest law of the land.
No, I understand.
And all the way down here is your policy.
Yeah, but didn't you initially want to see the memorial?
Now because you made contact with me, you just reminded me that I need a CCRB complaint form.
Okay, but initially you wanted this.
I'm gonna finish recording that while you give me the complaint form.
No, I understand it. But you initially you wanted this, and then you want to come over.
Well, it's the first thing I seen when I came in here. So I stopped.
You want to see the memorial first.
I'm gonna check it out again.
Yeah, but
Can you give me
came
the?
to see this. That doesn't make sense, though. Like, I don't understand. Like, first you want to see this, pay your respects to police officers that were killed in 9/11, and then now you want to do a CCRB.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just looking at the. But
that's the 9/11 memorial. So
yeah,
police
and God bless
officers from
everybody
this-
that passed away on 9/11.
God bless, yes.
Right.
God bless everybody.
Right.
But you're paying tribute to this guy, and you're coming here. to
I'm just showing it.
CCR complain on me.
I didn't say on you.
But
I just want the
what's
form.
up? The form?
Yeah.
Itself?
Mhm.
Okay, I can get you the form.
Thank you.
And
I
also
appreciate
what
that.
else?
Also, what?
What else?
I'm Guy. Can I see?
Yeah.
Autos, like gold.
Gold, yes. Like
All right.
gold.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
So you still cannot
Huh?
record it inside.
I'm not inside.
Yeah. I know
I
you're
can
inside,
record.
but you cannot record it inside though.
I can. I can stand at that window recording side. There's no difference. It's
Just
the
wait
same
for him to
thing.
give you camera this.
I am. I'm recording what I can see from public. I'm not in there. This sign
You
is.
said you cannot record
This sign is for
though.
inside,
Inside
not
the-
out here. Because out here I can record, right? I can
Oh,
record
so
the
anything
memorial,
you do,
right?
you
Right.
record
So
it.
that means I can record out here. In there is different. Can I look through the window? If I can look through the window, I can record through the window. It's the same thing. You can't trespass my eyes and you can't trespass my camera. Okay? I'm out here. I'm not in there. What's your name? Can I see?
Kalam.
Kalam?
Yep.
What is that? Where are you from?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh? I have a friend from Bangladesh. So you're Bengali. Do you know that the Bengal tigers are almost, they're not extinct yet, but they're endangered species?
Wait, in Bangladesh?
The tigers, the Bengal tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a lot of them left. A lot of them are in
No, I don't think
captivity.
there's a lot of them. It used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah, they're beautiful creatures too. People are taking them and putting them in zoos and,
Yeah.
you know, like, you ever seen the Tiger King, that show on Netflix?
Yeah, we do have like big forest in Bangladesh.
But they're protected, right, in the forest?
The big forest, they're protected.
Yeah, thank God, because we need them. So this guy went back and saved more people?
He was one of our guys.
Yeah. He has a familiar face. Was you in New York when that happened?
No,
Where were you?
I'll leave back home.
Oh, okay. But you heard about it?
Yeah.
What made you want to join the force?
I just help the community.
The most important thing about being a police officer, a law enforcement officer, is to protect the Constitution of America. The Constitution is the highest law of the land, you know? And of course, protect life, you know? You guys, this precinct is so close.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great day. God bless you, all right? All right. Thank you.
This interaction reminds us that while policies may guide behavior, they can never override our constitutional rights. Knowing the law empowers us, but respectfully standing firm, even when confronted by authority, defines true courage. If we don't challenge the misuse of policy today, we risk losing freedom tomorrow. What would you do if simply recording in public brought a swarm of armed officers around you, aggressive, dismissive, and clearly unaware of your rights? In this video, we follow a fearless citizen journalist who stays calm under pressure, challenges hostility with knowledge, and reminds us why the First Amendment matters now more than ever. It's not about confrontation, it's about education.
Do you know what prior restraint is?
It doesn't matter.
I'm asking you,
Why are you
okay?
looking inside the van,
need
though?
help? That's what I'm asking you, because you was over there looking at the van,
you
and
left
now you're over
something in
here
there?
looking at this car. So I'm asking you, what's the problem?
And
Do you need help?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you
so
answer
what's
my
the
question
problem?
for me? Do you know what
I don't need
prior?
to answer your questions. I'm asking you, do you need help? Are you good?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Is
Sir,
it-
do you need help, yes or no?
Are you a
Or are you
sergeant?
going to move on?
Are
What
you
are
a
we doing?
sergeant? Is there a sergeant here?
Do you need help, yes or no?
Is there a sergeant here?
Why you need a sergeant for?
Okay, because I want to see who's in charge.
It doesn't matter who's
I
in
want
charge.
somebody to teach her what prior restraint is.
You don't have what business you have with that van. I find you looking inside it. What are you looking for?
Okay.
Are you trying to open
How
the
can
van?
I help ya? What's up? How can I
Well,
help
how
you?
can I
Because
help you?
I don't want-
I didn't ask you for help.
Asking
I didn't make contact with you.
But
You
you're
made contact with
you're-
me.
You're on police vehicles.
Okay.
Inspecting them. What is your problem?
Okay,
I'm
it's
asking
public
you, what's your
property.
problem? And
It's
I
public
asked you nicely.
property. You want to have attitude? I can have attitude too. I didn't want to talk to
What's
you.
wrong? What do you need? What's
You don't even know what prior restraint is.
I'm in. Sir, excuse me. What's the problem today?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people with guns surrounding me
What do you
for
need
taking
help? What do you
pictures in
need
public. I didn't ask you for help.
I'm asking you.
I didn't ask none of y'all for help. I didn't approach none of y'all and ask you for
I'm
help.
asking you, do you need help?
No, I don't. I need you to protect my rights in public. I need you to honor your oath to the Constitution. I don't want to have to beg you to do your job the proper way.
But I'm asking you, do you need help? You said,
Yeah, can you teach her what prior restraint is?
I'm asking you, do you
Yeah,
need
I
help?
do. Can you teach her what prior restraint is?
I don't know what that means.
That means when you flash your flashlight in my camera for a prolonged period of time, you're violating my rights because you're prohibiting me from recording. That's prior restraint. That's called prior restraint.
Okay, so are we done?
Once you see I'm not a threat to you, you don't flash your flashlight in my camera.
You're trying to open the vehicle.
Okay?
A lot of people
You
have
see,
broken
excuse
into
me?
police cars.
Yeah, I saw
Excuse
you
me?
were really close to the door.
Excuse
trying
me.
to go in there.
Stop it. Cut it out. What's
Stop it.
next? EDP? You want to try to EDP me next?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
You wasn't even out here, so how you seen anything?
How you mean I wasn't
And everything's on
I was here.
camera.
How are we going to move on?
How you mean
And
I
everything's on
wasn't here?
camera.
I was in the vehicle and I
What's your name and badge number? Let me get your card.
He's right here. He's right here.
Your name is right here? That's
My
what you
name
tell the
is right
judge? When you go to court? For the record, what's your name?
My name is right here. Right,
Your name is not right here. Your mother didn't name you right here. You're not married into the right here family. What's your name?
You're bugging out.
I'm bugging out, but you
Yeah.
made contact with me. You didn't want to identify yourself properly. You're not proud of your name? You're not proud of your name?
That's okay. You can record whatever you want.
You know what the Right to Know Act is? I need his card.
Sir.
That's a
We're
law.
gonna move on, folks.
I didn't approach y'all. Y'all approached me.
So,
We just ask you simple questions. You want to keep
I don't-
recording, right?
Do I want to keep recording?
What are we doing right now?
I don't know what y'all doing. I know what I'm doing.
I know what we're doing.
okay.
I'm
You
exercising my
record it.
rights
Let's
freely
follow
in
it.
public,
Okay.
yeah.
Hear me out. If you could record the car and
Of course I could.
We're just concerned that someone was going to try to break.
That's
into the car.
fine.
That's it.
But you approach me with respect. You don't
I-
approach me
oh,
disrespectful,
no.
surround me.
I thought
Like,
I did.
I have the right to ask for all of y'all business cards because your body cams are on.
Did I not approach you respectfully?
You did. She came in high attitude. He's standing mad close to
So
me.
record all you want and just watch him record, okay? All right.
There you go. There you go, Sergeant. I appreciate you. Can you teach me what prior restraint is, Sarge?
Look, I do have to move the car though, so
That's fine.
I don't want.
I will not
I don't wanna
impede you.
move the car. Okay, sir.
Communication is key. I will not impede nobody's business.
I'm not following you. I'm going to the German door.
Following me isn't a crime. Can I get your card, please? It's a law. It's the Right to Know Act.
You
I
know,
have
you
a
tell
card.
him, or just write it down on a piece of paper.
You know how much money we spend a year so that all of y'all can have cards? We spend a lot of money so that you guys can have
we
business
spend,
cards.
you know, it's our salary too. You know, we pay for it. We pay.
Where do you
for it
get
too.
where do you get the money for your salary from?
I pay tax. You
But
pay
where
tax.
do you get your money to pay taxes
That's
from?
not car. That's not that bad.
You work.
Oh, that's your car.
Where do you get your who pays your
We
salary?
pay
Where do
our
you get the
share,
money
okay?
from? But the
pay
money
for
has
our
to come
share.
from somewhere. It comes from us
I
first.
know my wife, my father,
Your
my
yes,
mom.
they
somebody,
give you
okay?
they give you their money so that
And
you
of
can
course, I pay into our salary. I pay in the welfare system too.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You ever been on welfare?
No, I pay into somebody's welfare, right?
Have you ever been on welfare?
I don't plan on to.
Okay. I was just wondering why you brought up welfare.
Anyway, just try to have a better night, okay?
Oh, I was having a great night. I was trying to avoid this whole thing. That's why I was walking away from you.
Okay.
Yo, Solomon.
I need your card, sir. I need your card. Look at him walking. Can you remind him what the Right to Know Act is? That's a law. He doesn't have the right to know who you guys are.
Doesn't matter.
I find it. It's public knowledge. 50-8. When your name and badge number real fast, I will. I'm just
I
not
like your
live
shirt,
right
by the
now.
way.
Thank you. I plead the
trying to
second.
change
Look
the
at the back.
subject. Yeah, it's a very nice shirt.
Yeah. I don't have my Second Amendment, unfortunately. I wish I did. You can't even get. So you know how hard it is to get your Second Amendment in the 5 boroughs.
100%.
Outside of New York, upstate, you can open
Orange
carry.
County? No problem.
You can open carry a rifle upstate. No problem. City.
City's very hard.
You can't even come from Texas with your weapon into the city.
No.
Sad world we live in. Texas is full Second Amendment.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. God bless you.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to record the police cars. We were just concerned that someone breaking into them.
That's
Because
fine.
It's happened plenty of times.
Suspicion is fine. You can come ask me questions. That's fine.
Yes, I
But
hope,
you do it with courtesy, professionalism, and respect. Not hostility surround me. Like
So,
I don't know where that comes
I
from.
apologize that happened.
It's all right.
You have a better
I
night.
asked you
all right.
nicely and you were running away from me.
Yeah, because I didn't want to talk to you. I don't have to speak.
But she was doing her job also.
If I suspect something,
Uh-huh.
I left you alone this whole time. You were
Right.
circling around this van.
That was great. Yeah.
And then I saw you come over here, so now I'm worried. I'm concerned. I'm asking you, are you okay? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
And then you running from me.
Okay.
Okay, so then
She was concerned for you.
that's
Can
why
I
my partner came.
Can I ask you a question? At what point do Americans have to speak to the police?
You don't have to if you want.
Never. I never had to speak to you ever.
You don't.
So that was my choice. I didn't want to speak to you guys. I just want to
She
record
wanted-
peacefully
she
in
wanted to
public.
make sure you're okay too. So.
You know what it is? Because a lot of police say, "Oh, he's just an antagonizer. He's looking for a rise." So that's why I don't talk to y'all. I just walk away. I walk around, recording peacefully, and I try to avoid the contact because I don't want to fall into that stigma that he's one of those people. You know what I mean?
I understand.
I just
I
record
don't think
peacefully.
I don't think you're one of those people.
No. I'm peaceful. That's why when I see you up here, I just don't talk until you remember your de-escalation training. Then we can have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Just trying to have a civil conversation. That's all.
Sometimes it's confusing when I see all these people that swore to protect my rights surround me for constitutionally protected activity. I understand it's nighttime, but if you don't see me like jiggling into the car or like trying to break the car, you just see me walking around the cars filming them. That's not a crime.
No.
You can still come up and ask questions. That's fine, but I don't have to talk to you. You know. So I appreciate the de-escalation, and I hope you guys have a safe night.
You too.
I'm gonna go inside and get a CCRB complaint form. Take care. I'm not gonna hold you. She was cute until she started being a little bit tyrannical. When she calmed down a little bit, she was good at activism. We in the 26th precinct.
Excuse me? You can record outside 9 here, okay?
Why not, man? You didn't even ask me if I need help. Shouldn't that be your first line of question? Hi, do you need help? How are you? Are you at the front desk?
Yes.
Can I get a CCRB complaint form and your business card, please?
No problem. Give me your business
Thank you, I
card, but you have
appreciate
to
it.
start recording.
Why? You don't even know who I am.
Can I get ID then?
No, I'm okay. I just want a complaint form. It takes 2 seconds.
Okay,
And I'll be on my way.
Hey,
Thank you.
Sarge? He wants to do a CCRB.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper so I can be on my way.
Sir, can you stop recording? You're not allowed to record inside the prison.
You don't even know who I am.
You're not allowed to record
There's
inside
one
the prison.
person in America
Sir,
that can record.
You're not allowed to record in prison. You have any documents showing that you're allowed to record in the
I wish that we could just have a cordial conversation without the ego coming up and you trying
It's
to.
not an ego. It's
So
just that's the
why?
rule.
So why not speak to me like a human? Why immediately try to exert authority
Because
over
I see
me?
that you're recording the
Okay,
precinct
that's
and you're not allowed to
fine.
record
You're
the precinct.
recording right now in the
I'm
precinct.
allowed to. We're not allowed
Right.
to record the precinct.
You know that we took that to court,
Can
right?
you take that camera off, please?
I just want my CCRB so I could be on my way. I don't plan on being here
All
forever.
right, can you give them all the information to make the CCRB so you can go on?
You don't have the form so I can fill it out, send it in the mail?
Yeah, I think we have the form.
And can I get your card, please?
Sir, here.
What's that? Your card?
Card.
Thank you. You don't know that we took those signs? That policy? It's not even a law. It's a policy.
I understand.
Right? We took that to
But
court.
That's what I said. You could record all you want.
We
inside.
took it to court.
Yeah.
And they ruled in our favor. You guys appealed it. And right now there's only one person that can record in precincts.
Yes. Is that you?
Could be.
Interesting.
Right. But if I'm here to conduct
Well,
business,
you
why
don't need
not?
my card, right?
If I'm here to
Nice.
conduct business, why not help me with my business so I can leave? Why
We
try
are
to
doing
exert
business. You
authority?
asked me for my card. Did I not give it to you?
What victims are you trying to protect? There's no victims here. There's nobody here. Just deal with me so I can leave. Have a good night, Sarge.
No problem.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. God bless you. Where's this going to be at?
What's that?
Central Park? Where's that at?
Central Park?
Band Shell? I've never been there.
2007 second. That's the entrance.
All right.
Okay.
When do you know when's your meetings?
These guys mail.
He helped
Any
me.
person. No, I was giving you the phone number.
Okay, I'll
and
take
the
that too.
email.
When is your public meetings?
Good. You're gonna have to call. I don't know.
Is it like the third Thursday, second
Every
Wednesday?
Wednesday, every third or second Wednesday of the month.
It's here?
But it's on the website.
Is it here?
Yeah.
A website called look for
Oh no,
community
I think in
affairs.
this precinct they do it somewhere else. But on the website it tells you the date, where it's gonna be located.
And we can record those meetings, right?
I don't know.
That I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. God bless you. Take care.
Yes. What's up?
This story proves that the real power lies in knowing your rights and using them with confidence and calm. When faced with hostility, don't match it, de-escalate it. Because every time we stand firm without fear, we help shape a culture where public accountability is the norm, not the exception. What happens when a calm, respectful journalist simply tries to record outside a New York police precinct and is met with policy over law, feelings over facts, and a flood of misinformation? In this video, we witness a powerful yet civil confrontation that reveals the ongoing struggle between constitutional rights and institutional resistance. Stay tuned because this encounter is more than just about a camera.
I give you my card if you like. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't sit here and record though. This is not sidewalk. You go on the sidewalk. This isn't the sidewalk.
It's public property.
No, it's not, sir. This is part of the police station. So
the police station is public property.
sorry, you can't record over here. I'm sorry.
Why you came up to me to lie to me?
I'm not lying to you, sir.
You are.
Sir, I'm not lying to you, sir.
You are.
You can record on the sidewalk. Right
If you
there.
feel like you're not lying to me, that means you just don't know what you're talking about, respectfully.
Sir, listen.
Are you saying that the police precinct is private property?
Sir, you cannot record inside
Finish
the
your
police
card.
station. Yeah, here you go.
I'm not inside the police station.
You cannot record right here. This is where we conduct business, where we have people coming in. We have witnesses. we
What
have
kind of
victims
business do
coming
you conduct?
in. Police business, sir.
You conduct public business or private business?
Police business, sir.
Right.
So we have public people come in if they want to make reports, people who have to report crimes, okay? So if you want to report on the public sidewalk, that's right there. You can do that. You're more than
Is
welcome
this publicly accessible?
Not unless you're coming in for a police report or you have business inside the police.
I have business.
No, you can't record in that.
Freedom of the press is official business.
Sir, you cannot record
In the
inside
eyes of the
police
Supreme Court.
station. Sir, you cannot record inside the police station. Okay?
I'm not inside the police station.
You can't stand on right here and record.
I can
You're not
stand
allowed
here.
to- No, you can't, sir.
Yes, I can.
Sir, you cannot stand right here and record.
You agree with what he's saying? Yes, I can.
You can record on the sidewalk. If you want to record, you can go
Can
right
I stand here and draw?
there. No, you can't stand here.
Can I stay here and pray?
No.
No.
You can do it all on there. Okay?
Is this private property?
You can do whatever you want. Just do it on the sidewalk.
You can do it
right
on
now
the
you're in the
sidewalk?
precinct premises.
Yeah, okay.
And you're recording inside, which is not permitted.
Who funds the precinct?
I'm sorry?
Who funds the police
Well, that's the city-
precinct?
That's the city of New York, sir.
And who funds the city of
I
New York?
understand, sir. I
The
understand.
taxpayers, right?
Yes, but,
So that
sir, listen.
you really want to go there?
Sir,
I'm just saying.
sir, listen. I appreciate what you're doing.
I'm trying to educate you on the
know,
law because you're
listen,
telling me a
I appreciate
lie.
what you're doing, but I'm just telling you how it is. Okay, sir? I'm not trying to disrespect you.
Am I
I'm
breaking
not-
the law?
I'm not trying to. Sir, I'm asking you, please.
Oh, you're asking
You
me.
cannot record right here.
When I
on-
finish conducting my business, then I'll leave.
Sir, you cannot record right here, sir.
Why not?
Because right now, this is where the police station.
What I'm asking you is,
Sir,
what law am I breaking?
Sorry.
That's what I'm asking you.
sir.
According to the precinct, we're not allowed, nobody's allowed to record here.
I'm not
Unless you're
inside the
recording-
precinct. That's a policy.
Yeah, but you're
You know what?
recording-
Hold on. You
you're
know what the right to
recording
record
just
act
like I
is?
listened to you, you can listen
Okay,
to
go
me.
ahead. Go ahead.
You're not allowed to record inside the precinct. Clearly, it says on the gate when you're recording, you're not allowed to record. And that's what you're. If you look back on your camera, it would say that. And you're recording. It's no. You can record from down there, but from right here, you're not allowed to record. And we're asking you nicely if you can please exit this premise and you can record from down there. That's pretty much it. That's all we're asking.
Do I have a right to be here?
Do you have official business?
Do I have a right?
inside?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a crime to report?
No, I don't. But I have official business. I'm conducting official business. It's called freedom of the press, investigative journalism.
Okay, you can do it from down
And I can
there.
do it from public property too.
You can't record though, sir. You can't record.
I just told you I'm conducting business. This is public property,
Sorry.
right?
Listen, sorry.
I'm not breaking the law. That means I have a right to be here. I'm not impeding business. I'm not disturbing
Sir,
the peace.
listen.
I'm exercising my rights peacefully
We're
on
doing-
public
okay,
property.
But we're doing our job.
I'm not
and
committing
our
a
job-
crime, man.
Okay,
I'm
but
like, your job is to enforce
our
laws.
job-
I'm not breaking the
our
law.
job right now, as police station
It's to
house-
enforce laws.
police station house
And your
security,
job is to protect the Constitution and to
his
protect
job
my
right
rights.
now.
Would you agree?
I have rights.
So why are you trying to violate my rights?
Nobody's
We're not trying to
violating.
violate your
I'm
rights.
on public property,
Sir,
exercising
right now,
a
you're on the police
constitutionally
station.
protected activity.
Sir.
This activity is supposed to be protected by
Sir,
you,
listen,
not
listen.
stepped on or
Sir.
infringed by you.
I'm not infringing on anything,
Right.
sir. You cannot.
And do you know what the
record
right to
inside a
record
police
act is? It's a state law
No,
and
it's
it's a
a-
city law
station. No, sir. That's
that
not
gives
how it
us the
works.
right to record our government officials and our police.
Yes, on public property.
This
Sidewalk.
is public
No,
property.
this is part of the police
That's a
station
traditional
right here,
public
where-
forum,
yes,
right?
and we have to be able to do our job, sir.
I'm not impeding you, sir. I
Yes,
didn't
you
even
are.
say anything
First
to
off,
you.
You're standing in the way right now, so
If somebody comes, they look, Your Honor, if somebody was to come, they have more than enough space to pass and conduct their business. Your Honor, I'm standing to the side and I'm peacefully recording.
Sir, you're not on the sidewalk right now. You have to go.
I'm on
the
public
sidewalk.
property, sir.
You cannot. hang
Can you
out
show
here.
me a sign that says authorized personnel only?
Sir, this is where the police come in.
Right.
This is where we have victims.
This is where the public comes in,
Can I
too.
explain something to you?
Go ahead.
We have people who are victims of domestic violence.
That has nothing to do with
we
me.
have people who are witnesses. We have people who have been arrested. We have people who have the right to be able to come in here and conduct their business and not feel you recording them. Okay? It's for safety.
Are we talking about feelings or are we talking about laws? Because now you're talking about feelings.
Decent human being, sir.
Right, I'm not bothered. There's nobody here.
All right, sir.
There's nobody in the lobby.
Sir, listen.
There's nobody here. If you're talking about other people.
Beyond respectful and polite.
My rights don't end where other people's feelings begin.
Sir.
I have the right to be here too. And I have the right to record my government
You do
officials.
not have any police, any business. You're just here to record, sir. Unless you have.
Yeah,
to
which is
report a
official
crime.
business. In the eyes of the Supreme Court, freedom of the press, journalism is official business.
Okay, well, sir.
So why are you trying to trample on my rights right now?
No, I'm not trying to trample
You
on
are,
anybody's
both of you.
rights, sir.
You're saying that this
You
is,
know?
first you said this is private property. You're
Sir,
saying that other people have a right to be here, but not me.
Listen, sir.
I'm listening
This
to
is
you.
for people who are here.
There's
the
many different
assistance
forms of
from
business,
the
sir.
police. You
There's
are
many,
not here for any of that.
sir, there's many different forms of business that can be conducted
You are here to
on
try-
public property.
You are here to try and get a reaction because you want to make YouTube
I didn't
videos
say
and
anything to
want-
you.
You know, sir.
My intent, I told you, investigative
No.
journalism, and it's sad that that's your mentality.
Sir.
So somebody recording.
Sir, you know you're not
Who
allowed
taught
to
you that?
record inside
I'm not inside the precinct.
You're not
I'm
allowed to
outside.
hang out here, and you can't hang out over here.
I'm not
Okay?
hanging out. I'm conducting
You know?
business. I
Okay,
told you that
then
already.
You can do it on the side with yourself.
I can do it from here too.
Sir,
Can I speak to your
I'm
sergeant,
paying-
please? Because
Sir,
can I
you know
speak to
what?
your supervisor,
Stay
please? Now you're telling me to stay right here. Do you understand? I didn't say anything to you. I didn't say anything to nobody.
I know,
I'm
but
peacefully recording.
I understand that.
Right. So what's the
With our-
problem?
can I
You're
explain?
saying,
Well, can I explain?
go ahead.
Okay. With our supervisors, they don't allow anybody to record inside the precinct.
I'm not inside the
That's-
precinct, ma'am.
No, you're
And that's a
recording-
policy. That's not a law.
No, you're recording inside of the precinct.
Is that a policy or a law?
That's a policy in our precinct.
Yeah. Policies don't trump my rights.
Okay, but
You can't make
you're
a-
not
the
allowed-
government is
you're
not supposed to-
allowed record the precinct.
Ma'am, the government is not allowed to make policies that
What is the purpose
that
of
go
you
against the
recording
Constitution.
precinct? Well, what is your purpose of
I
recording
told you,
the
investigative journalism. That's
For
my
what?
intent.
Well, for what?
I'm investigating my government workers.
You're not
I got some lead. I got a lead about this precinct. I'm following up on the lead. I'm a journalist. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not inside your precinct. I can't give that away. Come on now. You want my sources too?
No, it's just like
Your
it's so
policy-
weird that you're
listen.
That's like going into somebody's house and start recording their living room.
If I'm on public property, I can record whatever I can see from public. You don't know the First Amendment, plain view doctrine, right? There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing, but I don't understand, one, why you have the disdain towards somebody recording. I'm here to start trouble. I'm not here to start trouble.
I'm telling you, you can record from the sidewalk. You
And
don't
I'm
have
trying to
be
educate you
here.
that I can stand here and record. I'm not impeding business.
Okay.
I'm not in a restricted area. I'm not, ma'am,
Too much, sir.
ma'am, I'm not in a restricted area. I'm not impeding business. If somebody wants to come, they could come. I'm peacefully recording quietly
Okay.
from a publicly accessible area. It's not blocked off. It's not barricaded. There's no sign saying that I can't stand right here. I have a right to be here. If I wanted to come, you know what? Can you do me a favor?
You know, listen.
Can I get 3 CCRB complaint forms, please?
Is that? Go right ahead.
Thank you.
When you go inside the precinct,
I'm not going inside the
You
precinct.
can't record.
I don't wish to go inside the
I'm just letting
precinct.
you know you cannot record inside the precinct.
I asked you for something.
All right. Okay, so we'll grab it.
What was you saying?
What's that? No, I'm just letting you know. Listen, sir, I'm just giving you the heads up. You cannot go inside the precinct while recording, okay?
Okay.
And we got to try and keep this area clear, okay? So that's it, okay?
Does it seem like I needed directives?
All right. Well, I'm just giving you the heads
You don't
up.
have to. I was trying to educate you that I could stand here.
Okay, sir, I
You went
appreciate
inside and got educated. You didn't believe me.
You know.
You think I'm here just
Okay, sir,
to
I'm not
cause
gonna-
problems?
listen,
Why do you
All right, sir.
Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel like I'm
Sir.
here just to cause problems? I didn't
Sir.
say anything to you.
Sir, I'm trying to break it down for you like this. You want to do investigative journalism? Fine.
Right.
You're more than welcome to do
Which
that.
is what I was trying to tell
Okay,
you.
But I'm just giving you the heads up. You cannot go inside the precinct and record. Okay?
I
I'm just
could,
giving you, no,
if
you
I chose
cannot.
to.
You cannot.
If I go inside the precinct and record, what's going to happen?
You can get arrested for that. You cannot
No,
do that.
you'd have to ask me to leave. You're going to arrest me for photography?
Well, yeah, you have to leave that.
Right.
I'm telling you, you can't go in there and record. You're not allowed to do
Do you know that that's just a policy and that's not a law?
Sir, listen, you can't
You know
go
that,
inside
right?
the precinct and record, okay?
I
You know.
can, sir. Respectfully, it's a public building.
You know.
I can't go in the back in restricted areas and record.
But,
But
sir,
the public
you
should
can
be
make a
allowed to
complaint,
record
that's
and
fine, okay? But we're just doing our job. We're just trying to do our job. Keep this area clear, and that's it. Okay, sir?
I'm not blocking.
I wish you best with everything. Okay? God
I'm
bless
trying to
you, sir.
educate you,
I appreciate
like
it.
I tried to earlier.
All right.
But if I'm not your sergeant, you're not willing to listen to me.
I'm willing. Yeah, sir.
I tried to tell you I can stand here.
Sir,
You didn't believe me.
Sir, I listened to you. I
Right.
did not put my hands on you. I did not stop you.
I didn't
did
say
not
you
do
did.
anything like that.
I didn't say
was
you
not
did.
disrespectful towards you.
I didn't say you
Okay?
were.
That's it. Okay?
What I'm trying to tell you is, listen,
Listen.
that policy, there's a law. You enforce laws. You don't enforce policies. There's a law that says that we can record you guys anywhere,
Yes, you can.
especially in a public building.
You know,
but
you
you
can
guys,
record out
can
in
I finish
public.
my sentence, please? You guys are
Stop.
enforcing that policy as if it's law and it's not law. Policies don't trump laws,
All right,
and
sir.
policies don't trump the Constitution.
Okay,
So if
sir.
I go in there and record, you're not going to arrest me for recording because you can't.
Well,
Because
we're gonna
photography is
ask
not a
you- we're gonna
crime.
ask you to leave.
Right. But you
have a
can't
right
ask me to
there.
leave a public building while I'm conducting business.
You know,
That's
so-
unlawful and it's
so-
unconstitutional.
Enjoy. I hope it was able to help you out.
I'm
with
just
that.
trying to let you know about the right.
Hey.
Look up
You
the
know
right
what,
to
sir?
record
God
act.
bless, sir.
What's your name?
Okay.
Can I get you gave me your card?
Summers. I gave you.
I need her card too. I want you to look up the right to record act. You're a law enforcement officer. Look up that law, okay? And look up, study the First Amendment, okay? Like respectfully, I record for many reasons, and part of the reason why I record is to open the dialogue.
All right, God bless. Sir.
So please look up that law. It's very important,
I
okay?
appreciate you telling me that, sir.
It says that we can record you guys anywhere, all right?
You know what? God bless.
God bless you
Stay
too.
safe.
God bless you
You
too.
know.
I appreciate you. Can I ask you, what's the most important thing about your job?
Me? Well, what do you mean in terms of what? Like,
What's
to
the,
me?
all right, yeah, to you and to what's the most important
I
thing about a police officer's job?
Well, I became a police officer to help people.
To help people? Okay.
You know, to help people. You know, just things that can be some people see as like minor, but just helps somebody through something that you're just having a bad day, some flat tire. I know that doesn't seem like much to some, but some people that's mean the world to them. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as a trivial job, if that makes any sense.
The people need help, you're there to help.
Exactly. You know?
Hopefully you're there before things happen, which is why you guys post up to deter crime.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
So I understand that.
Some people do that. People post up, safety. Plus you gotta realize too, we always gotta, be mindful of our surroundings, but
Of course, it's New York.
But then again, anybody should do that.
Right.
So,
I think one of the most important things about your job is to protect the Constitution and to protect our rights.
absolutely, yeah, that's the
Right.
Constitution, but at the same time, we also gotta keep in mind protecting the Constitution, but also making sure everybody's safe.
Well, the
making
Supreme Court
sure-
ruled that you guys aren't
Yeah.
responsible for the public safety. The Supreme
Well,
Court
I don't
ruled
know
that.
anything about that because that's the one thing, keeping people safe and keeping people.
You want to protect life. That's what part of the
Oh,
oath
of
is.
course.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. Right?
Yeah. But ultimately, you're not responsible to, but you want to, you like to. That's like one of the main goals. But the main goal is to enforce laws and to protect the Constitution and protect the people's rights. I think, in my opinion, I would think that's up there.
Well, that's why I've stood on plenty of protests, people screaming, and I've actually gotten to, not debates, but I've had people get mad because people were protesting against cops over on East End Avenue, and they'll go, why are you allowing that? I'm like, well, they have a right to do that.
Where they was doing Gracie Mansion.
I said, they have a right to do that.
Yeah.
They can say they hate me all they want. That's their right.
It seems like, in my experience, a lot of, like, you guys won't dare violate freedom of religion or freedom of speech or freedom of assembly, but it's like you guys, the officers I ran into have this certain disdain towards freedom of the press and people watching their government workers. It's like, oh, you're just here to start trouble, or you're an antagonizer.
No, because the thing is,
You don't say that when somebody's praying. You don't say, oh, look, he's just doing that to antagonize.
well, no, but you gotta realize something like this. I will sit here and defend your right to go around and report people as long as you are not stopping people from doing their jobs or you're putting somebody at risk. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah, this,
You know what I'm saying?
it's time, place,
That's
and manner.
why I came over before and I was just thinking, I gotta make sure what's going on, and that's it. It's not to stop you from doing that. I didn't try taking the camera away from you or anything like that. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying?
Just like you wouldn't step on somebody's rug if they're praying or try to stop them from praying.
No, not at all.
You know?
I always look at it like this. At the end of the day, my main thing I want to do is I want to make sure everybody goes home okay.
Everybody, not just you, right?
Exactly.
I ran into an officer last night.
I'm sorry? I didn't hear you.
I ran into a police officer last night, completely unhinged.
Oh, yeah?
I said hello, I came up to, I was recording the car, and flashed his flashlight in my camera for a long period of time, So I try to tell him about prior restraint, which is you can't flash a flashlight in my camera for a prolonged period of time because then you're violating my rights. Because you're prohibiting me from recording, from exercising my rights. If you flash the flashlight, see everything's okay, and then you have to stop. But he kept going. And then the other guy goes, oh, I'm gonna make it home safe. It's about police safety. And I was like, that's crazy.
Look, I don't agree with the way he did it, but I understand where he's coming from.
I understand it too. I understand human safety, but like, when you put police safety above public safety.
The only thing, no. The thing is, I'm not condoning what he did, the way he did it, at least. You got to realize, like this, though. A lot of cops, you said they were in the car?
They were outside the car.
A lot of things, you know what an ambush is?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's why. A lot of people get scared, because it's like, this has happened. Officer familiar.
That's why I came up to him. I said hello. I said, hey, how y'all doing?
As long as you
I try to be polite. Yeah.
Be polite. I always believe be polite. Talk to somebody the way you want to be talked.
Right, exactly.
Old school,
Exactly.
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
And he's like, oh, if you was being respectful, I'm like, you have to earn respect. Don't you have to earn respect? Like, I said hello. That's to earn respect. Hey, how y'all doing? And then you come out, violate my rights, and then be rude to me because of police safety. And then I told him my intent. And then they still was rude the whole time. And I was like, I don't understand that. I see if I came out, I'm cursing you out.
I don't believe in Monday morning quarterbacking or anything, but I'm honest. This whole interaction with you, I've been respectful, right?
Right. As have I. At least I tried to be.
I understand though the whole thing with safety though. Because police officers are ambushed. I've been on the job. As long as I've been on the job, we've had in this city about like 3 ambushes with police officers killed. Okay? One of them was officer familiar. She was sitting in the car and they came up and shot and killed her. Before I got on the job, Lou and Ramos, Detectives Lou and Ramos were executed while they were sitting in their car.
Rest in peace.
So that's why you got to realize.
Do you think that comes with the territory?
What do you mean?
Do you think that's part of that comes with the job?
Well, it is a risky job, but at the same time, nobody deserves to go to work and be executed.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? And
I agree. I think a part of that is.
You don't think we have a right to be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, of course.
And
of course.
Be a little defensive of where we are.
Yeah, be on point, but
you know what I'm saying?
After a certain point, once you see that I'm just here recording and you're still being disrespectful.
You've been conducting yourself like a gentleman.
Right. As I always try to be.
A lot of people, a lot of investigative journalists are not that way.
No, I understand. Yeah.
They are not that way at all.
But you got to fill out just like you guys are taught to fill out every situation.
Some people, you've been respectful, you're not going to mistake,
That's
shake your hand, having a nice civil conversation, like not even me as a police officer, not even as a journalist. Us just right now as just
human beings.
Or human beings. That's even better. You know what I'm saying?
I can appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the time and having a conversation because a lot of officers don't want to open the dialogue. You know what I mean? That's how you bridge the gap.
I can't speak for other officers because we're different.
I understand that.
You can't speak for those angry journalists who yell and scream, curse people out, looking to get a violent reaction.
In my eyes, that doesn't support the First Amendment because you're not opening the dialogue.
But right now, having a nice conversation, and some officers they get jarred up, because years of dealing with stuff like that, and it's unfair because that energy gets put on.
It's like the DMV workers or the HRA workers. They deal with a lot of people that are upset, cursing.
Have you ever had any of that with the
DMVs? Yeah, I do the HRA. At one point, I was doing all the HRAs around the city, and it got to be like everyone I went to was just straight ignorance and hands-on, and everybody wants to be gangster, and it's like, you guys work for the public at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So I feel like at the HRA level, I can't do it on the ground level. I'd have to go above their heads on that and say, listen, it's a public building. There's certain areas that are like a public lobby. You understand? So for me, it's the same as the DMV. Journalists record in DMVs all over the country, post offices all over the country, city halls all over the country. To me, it's the same thing. But some of these public workers, and not all, some of them are just,
you gotta realize too,
they need training. They need to be retrained.
I agree with that. you know,
They're not trained on the First Amendment.
I do agree with you.
Or
on that.
de-escalation.
You got to realize too, it's New York City. New York City. I want more training.
Yeah, me too.
I want more training. The thing is, it's very expensive, and it takes a lot of time.
I want more civics classes in public school.
I agree. You know, I agree. I think it should be both ways, really. Not only for the law enforcement, but for the public as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think honestly, you know, people have to have a better dialogue and understand things. You know, and plus, too, you know, the longer I do this job, the more you realize dealing with people every single day. And I've had interactions with people where they were so nasty, so angry, and then I ran into the same person the next day, completely different.
Right.
You know, because
Right.
and they've actually said to me like, "Well, I'm sorry, like they had a few drinks, or they had they were just going through a bad day, or they took some meds, you know, and they were their rocker a little bit."
Thank God for de-escalation. It goes a long way.
Oh, it does. It does. That's why.
And a lot of
that's why,
officers
you know,
don't
that's why
have it.
When I came over here, I never yelled at you. I never.
Right.
threw, you
I can
know,
appreciate that.
You know, I don't do that because, you know, but I'm not gonna lie, my guard was up because I don't know what you were doing. I don't know what your intention was. I've dealt with, you know.
That's why.
people
That's
who-
why I try to make sure I tell you my intent.
You know, so, you know, I'm glad that we were able to have a conversation with that.
I've had sergeants, I've had lieutenants, I've had captains go hands-on for me simply recording. And then I've had really good conversations with highest ranking officers at precincts. Let me not get them on camera. Go ahead. Can I just get her card so I can be on my way?
Where did she go? I don't know where she went. I can't leave.
Oh, if you could just, oh, you can't leave it? All right.
I gotta stay here. Just in case.
Do you know her name and badge number? It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, man.
God bless you. Have a great night,
And
okay?
also, too, with station house security, I don't know if you've seen the videos. There have been cases where guys walked in with knives to try to stab officers behind the desk.
Wow.
That's why we gotta be very vigilant with stuff. You know, it's, you know, there are people out there, you know, who have angry intent. You know, just like anywhere. You know what I mean? And it's happened. I've seen footage of it happen. So, and I appreciate your conversation, having a conversation.
All right.
with you.
God bless you.
Know, no, what's your name?
David.
David. Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
nice
Actually,
to
I
meet
have a lot
you.
of family members named David.
It means beloved. It's Hebrew.
Christian, so
Take care.
God bless you.
Thank you.
This video is a reminder that knowing your rights is only half the battle. Asserting them with calm, clarity, and courage is what makes the difference. When policies clash with the Constitution, it's our responsibility to stand firm, educate, and record, because in a free society, transparency isn't optional, it's essential.